Can you hear me, Lata?
Yes, Dr. Vidya, I can hear you.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me start the session with a quote. We are what we repeatedly eat. Healthy eating is not an act, but a habit. Ladies and gentlemen, very, very good morning to you all. I am Lata, account manager from Bangalore, and your host for this beautiful morning. I'm really grateful that you are giving your valuable time for this Live 360 program, and it gives immense pleasure to welcome each one of you present here. So, without further delay, let's start this session with a huge round of applause for each one of you present here today. So, now is the time to invite our speaker. So, Dr. Sham Ramakrishnan is the Director of Innovation and Science and leading the Emerging Markets Innovation and Science portfolio. He is leading the India Innovation and Science Centers based out of Gurgaon, Bangalore, Chennai, and Madurai. So Dr. Sham received his PhD from University of Texas and his postdoctoral fellowship from Harvard Medical School, Boston. Dr. Sham, stage is yours.
Thank you. Thank you. Lata, it was great to see you, and good morning to you and everyone. So today I'm going to again touch upon one of my favorite topic, which is cardiovascular disease. And there are many reasons why. But before that, today I must also say one of the best speakers in innovation science. She's going to speak to us on Blue Zone, Blue Zones, and it's one of my favorite topic, one of the contemporary topic. And the speaker is Dr. Vidya Sridhar. She is a PhD from US, trained and worked in India, and she heads the food technology division for AMME India. So, but before she comes on board, I just want to touch upon the cardiovascular disease. Yesterday, I did touch upon it a little bit, but one statistic scared me, and why for India particularly, because in the year of 2017, when they did the survey, they found that cardiovascular disease was responsible for almost 26% of total death. 26% of total death, right? And we all hear news where young people are falling off, right, because of cardiovascular disease. So there may be something, right? There may be something which is causing us this kind of issues, right? So when I was at Harvard, I remember I told you this anecdote. One of the surgeons, cardiovascular surgeons in Harvard, he was telling me, Sham, when people from India or Indians like me come to the theater, he gets scared because many times the heart is really in a bad state, right? And the heart is of a smaller size, so surgery is difficult. And then the comorbidities which accompanies Indians, like high blood pressure, diabetes, everything is like immense. So the burden of disease is too much on the body. So why? Uh, uh, Absolutely, as Lata clearly said, you know, the food, the diet makes a big difference. So we know that we have seen a significant decrease in the intake of healthy food, like coarse cereals. Instead of whole wheat, is refined wheat, maida, less pulses, fruits and vegetables. We drink juices, fruit juices, right? That's what we drink. And then obviously, and corresponding increase in meat products, highly processed, ready to eat, energy dense, not nutrient dense, energy dense, high salt foods, right? Think about it. As a company, we will never ever sell that to any of our customers. It goes against our core philosophy, right? So, but that's not the reason why I want to talk to you about today. I want to talk to you about a very interesting, groundbreaking result of a recent study highlighting the impact of diet on our cardiovascular health. So in a world where dietary choices are often debated, this study sheds a light on the benefits of a vegan diet compared to an omnivorous diet. I would say vegan diet is extreme of the vegetarian diet, right? Here they don't eat any kind of food. Even honey is not allowed, right? Because honey is coming from honeybee. So they don't even, so these vegans are so the Puritans in terms of the spectrum of vegetarianism, right? So, so there is a vegan diet, and compare that with an omnivorous diet where you can eat almost everything, right? Vegetables and fruits and a lot of meat, right? So that is the two comparison they did. They said they want to ask a question: what happens to these two diets? For people who are fed these two diets. So what they did, they embarked on a pretty ambitious journey. So they took 44 twins. Why did they take twins? Because otherwise the genetics of two distant individuals can play a trick on the results. So they said, let's take genetically identical twins, and then they divided that into two. So one twin got the vegan diet, the other twin got omnivorous diet. Right? So think about that. And then after, so one of the twins were divided, one of them following the vegan diet, other following the omnivorous diet. They monitored them for eight weeks. So they were completely monitored for 8 weeks. So intervention was meticulously planned. And for the first 4 weeks, the participants received meals tailored to the specific diet from a meal delivery service. In the latter half of the study, they prepared their own meals by guide. They provided guidance, everything, so ensuring the adherence to the dietary guidelines. Now, the primary focus of the study was on the difference in low-density lipoprotein cholesterol levels between the two groups. However, they also looked into plasma lipids levels, glucose, insulin levels, even factors like body weight, B12 levels, right? The study was trying to aim a comprehensive picture of how diet impacts various aspects of our health, right? So the results were nothing short of remarkable. After 8 weeks, those on vegan diet experienced significant decreases in the LDL level, LDL cholesterol, fasting insulin levels, and body weight compared to their omnivorous counterparts. Right? So this finding is a testament to the power of a diet in influencing our health, particularly in the realm of cardiovascular well-being. So this study was a big eye opener for me when I read the study. I said, "Wow, so well designed, twins to remove the ambiguity, making sure that they're eating the two different diets. Incredible study, right?" So for clinicians and health practitioners, this offers a new perspective and a potential dietary approaches for patients aiming for healthier lifestyle and to reduce, particularly amongst our genetic pool, our Indian genetic pool, reduce the cardiovascular disease, right? We have to tell our family, our friends, our relatives that this is what we have to be very careful of a cardiovascular situation. Guys, we don't have to follow the vegan diet, of course not. But I would say there's an ideal diet. But something what we do is to reduce our dependence on processed food, processed meat, energy, calorie dense food like all the processed extruded snacks. So many snacks are available, all of them containing high amount of fat and carbohydrate without no protein. So team, that's my earnest request. Let us embark on a journey of health and well-being for us, for me, for you, for our family and our friends. That's all from me today, and let us invite one and only Vidya Sridhar. Dr. Vidya, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Sham. Hi, everyone. I'm really grateful. Happy New Year to everyone today because it's a new year. This is my first talk in the new year. And what a great topic to talk about today. I'm actually 50 years old. I'm counting the rest of my 50 to reach the centenary, which is the 100 years. And we are going to be talking about blue zones where we have more of the 100 years living in those areas of blue zones. So I think I'm really fortunate to talk about this topic. Let me share my screen. 1 minute. So I'm just sharing my screen here. So building your own blue zone. All right. So what is really blue zone? Well, blue zones are regions where higher than usual number of people live much longer, more in the 100 years, and higher age than average population. And according to the demographics and the science behind it, the professors and the experts have identified 5 different blue zones in the world. One is the very first one that was identified is Sardinia, Italy, and then the rest. And I'll be talking to you about all these different places. So, where are they? One is in Greece, which is Icaria. The other one is Okinawa, Japan. The other one is Nicoya, Costa Rica. And then Loma Linda in United States. So today we'll be actually talking about what are blue zones, and we'll give you more detailed description on what are the 5 different blue zones, and what is the key things or key takeaways from these blue zones, the research that people have done on these blue zones as to why people are living so, why are there so many centenarians here, and what is the secret of their longevity. So we will be understanding about and deep diving about this to understand what this is all about, and we will conclude on few key things and takeaways from this discussion that we will have, that will reinforce why certain things that we are actually promoting in this Live 360 is so important for us, for our lifestyle change, and for our longevity. So let's go and discover the blue zones. All right. So when and who started it? Now, Dr. Michael Pollan here in the middle is one of the 3 founders of the Blue Zones. He is the main person who is an international researcher. He actually is a demographic. He has his doctoral in, from University of Centrally D. Longwen, which is UCL, and he is a demographer, and he is also senior researcher on population studies, and he is actually was involved in centenarian studies since 1992. And then he discovered that there is this first blue zone along with Dr. Gyani Pes. Now, Dr. Pes is a senior researcher in the Department of Clinical and Experimental Medicine at the University of Sassari, Italy. And he reported the longevity of the population living in the mountains of Sardinia. So both of them together actually discovered the very first blue zone. And then along with this National Geographic explorer, Mr. Dan Buettner, they actually established these 5 blue zones in the different regions, which include the Loma Linda, the Nicoya, Icaria, and all of that. And they launched the first Blue Zone project also, which I'll be talking about, in Albert Lea, Minnesota. So this is just a small background on the founders of the Blue Zone. And in the future slides, I'll be talking about the individual blue zones. All right. So let's go to the very first blue zone that was discovered by Dr. Pollan. And this was in Sardinia, Italy. So it's a very small little island in Italy. And what is the secret behind the people who live there? Well, the first thing that is what that was found out is that they eat plant-based diet. And the diet is actually, they're also a small group of people who hunt, they fish, they harvest the food they eat. They remain very close to their friends and family, and actually they laugh and drink wine together. So there were many aspects of their lifestyle that these professors actually researched into. And these are the salient features that we have found, and we've put it here across to you. So the very first thing that comes about is, of course, the diet you eat. So it has to be lean, a fish diet, probably meat once in a week on Sundays. Mostly it is plant-based diet throughout the week, whole grain, bread, beans, garden vegetables, fruits, And in some parts of the island, they used to take this oil called mastic oil. They also used to eat this cheese, which is from from their sheep, and that also helps with their longevity, probably because it has very high omega-3 fatty acids. And the other thing that they do very well is they spend time with their family, they laugh with friends. I'm sure you have heard of a lot of these laughing clubs around here, right? A lot of people just go into the parks and laugh, and that actually helps. Laughter reduces stress, and it also helps you to have bonding, that helps you to have a purpose. And you have family and friends to share your life with. So that is one big factor that has affected them. There is the celebration that they do with their with the elders within the group, and how the support system within the community actually brings that purpose for the older aged uh, community, that there is a purpose, there is a reason why they are living that life. And then, of course, they take a walk. How is that more than enough? Just a walk with their sheep, with their, the environment there. They just walk in nature. That they do often. And then they, of course, drink red wine. And red wine, especially local wine from the Kannauр wine, which actually has very high flavonoids. It's very rich in flavonoids. All red wines have that. So that also is, according to the research, helping them for their longevity. And then, of course, the goat's milk. Now, the goat's milk is supposed to help them with inflammatory diseases, aging with such a heart condition. So it's actually good for Alzheimer's also. So eventually, basically, for all the reasons that we've quoted here, we are seeing 10 times more centenarians living in this little island town in Sardinia, Italy. And that is the first blue zone that was discovered by the threesome professors. So we'll go to the next blue zone, which was discovered in Okinawa, Japan. Now, Okinawa, Japan is known, Japan, as you know, is Japanese people are known to eat soy in their diet. So it's also a plant-based diet that they particularly eat. And mainly it's made of, grains, again, whole grains and sweet potato and stir-fried vegetables. And also they believe in gardening and being in the sun. And the vitamin D that comes from the sun, you all know the benefits of vitamin D on their bone health, and they stay active. Now, what is Ikigai? I'm sure there is a book. I'm sure many of you must have read a book on Ikigai. Ikigai is to find a purpose in life. So they basically have a purpose in their life. They feel that they were born with a purpose in life, and so they live towards that purpose, whether it is whatever little simple pleasures that they have in their daily routine. They have that attitude that they are living for a purpose, they're living to be happy, they are having their own little routine to go about doing. So it could be many things, but the main thing is, of course, maintaining also the Maui. The Maui is basically the same thing. It is a community. It is a community of family and friends, and the laughter and the cheer that they share between this community is that Maui. They maintain a group, a community where they share. And then, of course, they are active with all the little things that they do, daily life activities that they do. And they also plant a medicinal garden, and the medicinal garden is usually having this medicine such as turmeric and ginger. I mean, Indian diet also has turmeric and ginger in its diet. I mean, what a coincidence. I was astounded with that coincidence. And overall, I would say that the plant-based diet, the soy, the physical exercise that they get using, whether it's gardening, whether it is staying active, walking around, they walk long distances. Mainly the women have very high longevity here, especially because the soy helps with, the heart as well as the hormones for the women. So overall, these are the points that help you, that have been researched to understand why Okinawa, Japan is a blue zone. Now coming to the third one, which is the Icaria in Greece. Now this island also is like in the mountains, and they have a mountain living. They eat Mediterranean style diet. Mediterranean style diet has all these beans and fruits and vegetables, and then you also have olive oil, and then you have potatoes, and it's basically a Mediterranean style diet with a lot of fiber and vegetables and greens and olive oil. They also have a lot of herbs that they eat along with the spices that they eat. Usually the Greek, there are many different herbs. It could be many of those that you add in your, if you find a thyme, or you have oregano. Many of these spices have also been included in their diet as part of the Mediterranean diet. And then the other thing that they do is they are very laid back society. So they don't have any stress. They actually have a nap in the afternoon. They go about doing their routine in a very laid back manner. And the other thing they also do is they fast occasionally. Now, you all have heard that we also have that concept of fasting, right? We either do fasting for religious reasons, or nowadays the intermittent fasting is pretty popular, right? In weight management and many other things. So, what does fasting do? It reduces the calorie intake, and it also cleanses your body. So, they fast occasionally, and then they also have the same thing about family and friends, and how that is more important part of their life. They feel wanted, that they want to live longer, that mental wanting and the mental feeling of full, oh, I am completed with this longing to serve for my family and friends. That's a very high priority as well. And then of course they choose goat's milk over cow's milk. So there's a secret around the goat's milk, I believe. So that's also very available in the Mediterranean area, and that they are used to that. So all of these together actually promote the blue zone in Greece, Icaria, Greece. So coming to this place, which is in US, which is Loma Linda, California. Well, a group of Americans living 10 years longer. So what is the secret behind that? Now, what it is the main thing is that they are Adventist Christians. So they are basically a religious group, and they have this, and then the Adventists are usually very much, they don't smoke and they don't drink alcohol. And they also have the same things that we have seen before with the other blue zones, that is, they maintain a vegetarian, they try to maintain a vegetarian diet, they eat meat very rarely, they get regular and moderate exercise, they maintain a healthy BMI, so they exercise, they eat uh, moderately, so that they're not very obese, and they eat light dinners, they have more plants in their diet, and they spend time with like-minded friends and family, and they have a purpose. They have a purpose to serve, whether to serve to God, serve to their family, or to their community, the church community that they are in. So that is a sanctuary that they have found that has elongated their longevity. They've given their lifespan a little more longevity. And if you look at it, they also drink a lot more water, a lot more water. So these are all many cues to you, for all the things that you have learned, worked with, learned through this program. Many of the cues that we kind of give you, exercise, water, plant-based diet, and being with friends, family, and having a purpose in your life. All of these together kind of are resonating the same across the blue zones. So that is kind of, it's not just coincidence, it's research. right? The research is pointing towards this. And what we are trying to tell you is there's a meaning behind it, meaning towards towards a reason, towards all of these. So the next one that we have is Nicoya, Costa Rica. Now this is in Latin America. And here again, the many things coincide. And that one thing, again, as I said, drink water, focus on family, eating light dinners, and having a social network. There you can laugh and you can, have fun times together. You can share your moments. And the food that they eat mainly is like papaya and corn and many things that are like corn that has the the anthocyanins. So that actually are more high in antioxidants. And then they also work hard. So exercise, not just sitting on the bench. It's more about moving around, walking around. And then they also embrace um, life. They embrace life together. They have a plan of action. Why am I doing this? What am I doing this? What is it going to serve? Who am I going to serve? It's a purpose behind their living. So it's not just about the physical exercise and the diet. You also need to feed the soul, right? So it is all about the purpose, the community, the laughter, the feeling of belonging. So all of that together kind of works for creating a blue zone. So to summarize again, so what are we talking about here? What are we seeing here in these different blue zones? The first thing, of course, stands out is outlook, right? So you have to unwind, you have to be relaxed, not be stressed about things, have faith, have a purpose, ikigai, have a purpose, have a positive outlook in life, and think about what you can do. Have a purpose every day. When you get up in the morning, you have a purpose. Okay, what am I going to do? Who am I going to serve? What am I going to do in life? And then, of course, eat wisely, right? Plant-based diet. You can do wine, eating food with high omega-3s, and always have moderation. Maybe fast occasionally. All right. So have the eating habits that are more wise, in the sense more smart towards longevity. The connection that you have with family and with friends actually brings happiness into your life. It brings you a community feeling. So we have seen this quite occasionally, that whenever we are in a community, the longevity is high. So find friends, find a group of people who are like-minded that you can work with or do community service with, or you can, have fun times with, whether it's family, whether it's friends. Try to find a group of people that you can connect with. And of course, you have to have exercise in your life. Everything points to that. Even if it is 5 minutes of walk, even if it is 30 minutes of walk, move naturally. Move in an environment that is with nature. So you move by hand, by gardening, by walking around. So it's not about just exercising in a treadmill in a closed space. Try to see if you can move out, go out in the open and explore the nature. So move naturally. So what are the food guidelines, right? Try to eat meat. So if you go up from the top down here, daily what you can do, daily drink lot of water, lot of beans, lot of whole foods. So 95 to 100% is plant-based. Maybe fish occasionally, maybe eggs, maybe meat very rarely, right? Very rarely. Reduce the dairy if you can. So slash the sugar, all the things. If you can follow this, I'm sure you're like 50% there in your goal towards living a longer life and enjoying it even further. So all of these together, if you look at it, plant-based diet, drink water, whole food, whole grain, whole beans, moderation, having some fasting once in a while, and then reduce the dairy, reduce the meat. So what they did here is that they tried to see if they can establish a blue zone elsewhere, apart from these 5 different zones, so that they can understand if we can create a blue zone by just adopting these principles. So they did that in Albert Lea in Minnesota. They did a case study. So they actually found out that the benefits are huge. There was savings on annual health care. People did not fall sick. They had the same theory. They were having places where they changed the way people thought things. They gave facilities to walk. There were communities built within the place so that people can gather and laugh and spend time together. There were many initiatives done to enable the blue zone, the type of living, the gardening that they did, or they gave good food habits. So they found that it was a 34th place in Minnesota County for health ranking, and they had added 3 more years to their lifespans in the projected 1 year of participation in the Blue Zone project. It was an amazing result. So what it actually tells you is that you can create your own blue zone. You don't have to live in those 5 different places in the world. You can create your own little blue zone in your own community that you have within your control. And that is what this particular study kind of emphasizes on. That it is not pertain to a particular area in the world or a particular subset of people. If we can adopt the practices that these people are doing in those areas, and if we can provide the same kind of environment and opportunity, anybody can create a blue zone. And that is what the study kind of emphasizes. So what are the things that you need to create this blue zone, right? So as an individual, you need that home, that network, the social network of family and friends. And you first of all need mentally that purpose, an ikigai, that positive thinking that you can have, that there is a reason why I'm here. And there is a reason why I want to contribute towards whatever that you are doing. So that is an individual thing that you need to develop from within. Now, what are the things that we can bring in this blue zone that we can bring is how we eat. So it's a policy like food, you can choose where to live in the environment. So you can choose to walk in nature. You can choose to stop tobacco. You can choose to stop alcohol, right? I mean, wine is, of course, a beneficiary kind of a thing, is a red wine and everything. Occasionally you can always have alcohol, but then that is where you have the choice, right? So that is one. Then, of course, you can create, as a policy, like you can bring about places where you can choose which store to buy from, or where to work, what kind of restaurants that you can go and eat out. Is it healthy food? In the school, you can even influence practices within the school for children to grow in that kind of environment. And of course, you can have your own faith that will also promote such kind of activities within your own control. So this is how I would say you can definitely influence your lifestyle to create a blue zone within your community that can actually help you to live longer and healthier lives. And we are all here to promote live healthy. So all the things that you've learned today, I hope that helps you in building your own little blue zone that you can do. And so I would like to say, please look into an activity of the day for today where you can think about how you would build your own blue zone. How will you change the things that you are currently doing, within your own little community, within your own home, within yourself. What can you do to create that blue zone? Can I change my eating habit? Can I change the people I associate with? Are they positive in thinking? Can I, have occasions to have family gatherings and friend gatherings and laugh loud and, have a exercise regimen every day? I'm sure Meenal will always have that with you, but I'm saying build on that and build maybe more on communities that can help you promote thoughts towards creating your own blue zone. So I would like you to share your thoughts on this perspective. And I guess I will end the talk right now. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Vaidya, for sharing the knowledge on Blue Zone, and it was really inspiring. And I'm sure, so this study definitely helps all our participants to know. It's not only we are learning all these things from the Leap 360 program. Also, this study shows in a different various blue zones what had helped people to live longer than other people. What are the practices or habits that they've regularly adapted and they've been practicing, and which is in turn helping them to live longer in a more peaceful, more common manner, right? So I hope this is same thing that we are also learning, almost most of the things that we are learning are covering in the Live 360 program, that healthy eating, moving towards a healthy eating, or physical activities, or being it's about well-being, the lot other things, right? So that's what even other blue zone people also doing. But yes, more things that Vidya is explained, having a positive outlook or creating that community or the environment which motivates and support us to continue doing the same thing. It's not only for this period. Yes, for this period we all are there together, we're working out, knowledge sharing is happening, we are motivated, inspired, we are doing it. But yes, you building this blue zone will definitely help even after this program to stay connected.
Sure.
And
And I want to add one more thing before if Milan is not here, I just wanted to say that. See, when I recently crossed my 50 years of life, it was a big milestone for me. Thinking that everybody celebrates their 50 years, correct? So when I thought through this, and after being in Amway, and the whole outlook is very different, I feel that I have 50 more years to live, you know, or more. So what can I do in this 50 years that I have to live even further? It's not a burden anymore. It is more of the outlook that I have, that I say, what else can I do? And when it comes to that question, the first thing is I should live for those 50 years after that. And what else can I do to make sure that I'm healthy and I'm able to contribute to the community, to the food science community? For example, I'm a food scientist, or to the family, the friends. So there's always a purpose that you need to have. So when I run, for example, I'm a runner. So I made sure that I ran a 42K in 50, but that didn't stop me. I'll keep running my marathons. So it's not like, okay, at 50, I ran 42 and that's it, I'm done. It's a journey. So you have to think of it as a journey, and you have to think of it as, how can I do this? Not about, oh, will I do this? It is how about, yes, you can do this. All you have to do is do the little things that you have to do, either a small habit or the type of lifestyle you adopt. But it is again a mental positive thinking. So that's why the blue zones actually teach us the tools to live longer, but live a happier life. So I would just say that I am happy. I'm happy being in Amway. I'm always happy to go to work because I love to do what I do. So do what you love to do, and your lifestyle will increase just by that positive attitude. And then, of course, the rest, which is the food and the exercise and the environment that you can put in. So I would say those are the secrets again of the blue zones. So all the best to everyone there.
Thank you, Dr. Vidya, for sharing those your personal, of positive outlook. How are you looking forward? So you have finished the half a century, and then for the rest of the half a century, how are you looking forward? To lead a life, and that really gives the inspiration. And I hope that is how it has to be. The way you said it, right? Many people, once they reach 50 or 60, they think I became an old and this is all about it, and there's nothing more in life. But there's a lot more to do, even in the rest of the next 50 years. And there are a lot many achievers who have done a lot of things after 50s, 60s, and even 70s. So this, today's topic definitely, will give a lot more practical idea as well. It's not about only we learning from Live 360 program. It's also people who are living longer, who are practicing all these healthy habits, from a longer time, and that's where it made them live longer than any other, people in the world. And also, not only that, they did experiment also by doing this, taking up this project and putting certain people, to practice, giving all the facilities of these blue zones, and then making them, to follow this, steps, or maybe change of habits, and see for 1 year how it works. And that was more inspiring, that the 3 more years is added to their life. So that's something, which is
Yeah, that
really
was amazing, because they actually proved that by adopting the practices that these blue zone community was doing, they were able to recreate a blue zone outside of the 5 different blue zones in the world. And that actually gives a lot of what do you call, inspiration for people who want to live outside of the blue zone, because everybody cannot live where they are living, right? So as long as you create your own little environment of all the little things, like I said, eat healthy, plant-based diet, reduce your meat intake, maybe monthly, and have more of water, exercise, and have that community to laugh with, to enjoy your life with, and more than that, have a purpose in life, the ikigai. You need to have that purpose in life. Why am I supposed to continue my life again and again? A lot of our parents or grandparents, I'm sure we are living with, they are all like, thinking that, okay, when am I, going to have that last day? But I think we should have the attitude to bring in, like, what is that we can learn from them, and have them also contribute to us, to our life, so they have a purpose in life, and then they continue their journey. So I feel that actually helps a lot. My father, who is 85, he has a purpose in life. He goes around walking and seeing India, different pilgrimages, and then he, has his own little community of friends and family. So when I was going through the blue zones, I was just thinking about my dad and how he is living his own life in his own little community, and he's walking at 85, and he's running around, taking trains, taking planes, traveling across. So I'm sure I would love to be in his shoes when I grow 85, and looking forward to that as well. That is what I'm trying to say, that the more you are healthy, the more you look forward to living a life of healthy living. So, and Amway is the best partner for that. Definitely, I'll vouch.
Yes, there is no doubt about it, sharing all these, not only knowledge, and also the different studies, various studies, how practically, what we're teaching and preaching also is working, not only with our participants who are implementing for them, even for the people who are doing it by default as a culture. So how did it work? And the practically what they've implemented for a year and showcased the results, which added 3 more years. It gives even more confident, that we also adapting and creating that smaller blue zones will add on, for our living longer. And as you likely mentioned, as your daddy at 8 years, what the lifestyle that he's doing and a purpose he has, that's absolutely an inspiration, at that age. So let's all of us focus on creating the little zone, around us, making a small changes to what is required to create this, blue zones. So thank you so much, Vidya, for enriching all of us. I definitely took a lot of takeaways from today's, session, and I'm sure same with all our participants as well. Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge
Thank
and
you.
pouring
Thank
out
you.
your and sharing your personal experiences, your goals to inspire many others who are attending this session.
Thank
So
you.
with this, yeah, with this enriched knowledge, let's move on to our next aspect, that is of physical exercise. So which was mainly highlighted by Dr. Vidya, that how important it is we moving every day. It's doing physical activity indoor or outdoor. So now to help us in that aspect, we have our fitness coach, that is Meenal, with all of us. So let's welcome Meenal with big round of applause. Meenal,
Thank you.
so all the
Thank you,
virtual
Lata.
stage is yours.
Good morning, everyone. A very warm welcome to today's session. So let's get started. We're going to start with some warm-up moves, but we'll start it without the music. This is something which is full body, and you can also hold on to something. You can hold on to a wall. You can also hold on to, something to like a table. Just make sure that the table is not moving like that. In this, we're using both the upper body and the lower body. If you remember, we did certain move like this, lying down also. So this is like a next variation to that. Simple, but very effective. So you're gonna lift your hand and your leg together. But it's gonna be both ways. When you're moving both ways. Not just that. So it's not that only this is happening. I want you to go other way also and then come back. So you will be actually moving both the ways. This squeeze also and this squeeze also. Both the sides is that move. Okay. So here we go. A nice deep inhale and exhale. So something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very nice. Where all you will feel it? Definitely obliques. You'll also feel it in your glutes. Yes, this movement of squeeze up, as long as you're not bending your knee, it's great even for your lower body. Let's move it on to the other side. 25 reps is what we are targeting because it is somehow a core workout as well. So in core, we didn't do anything which is less than 25. So yeah, to the other side. Squeeze. Keep your hand to the side. I want to squeeze both the sides. Okay. If I show you from this, I want to squeeze from both the sides. So this side and the other side. So if there it is, I'm moving other side. This side. This side. This side. Got it? So the stretch is coming both the sides. 25. Okay, here we go. Squeeze. Keep your feet hip width apart. Do not press your feet together. I want a complete balance and control here. You're not falling over. This is just a prop to let you move both the ways. Don't fall over. Yeah, 25. So squeeze this and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, did you notice one thing? That it's not only the leg that you're moving. The leg which is stationary, which is not moving, is also feeling a lot of pressure. Why? because here we are not targeting a single side movement. It's a both side movement, okay? So your stationary leg is also using a lot of strength to stay there. Great. Okay, this was one set. We'll bring in another move in between this so that you keep getting the breather. What we're bringing now is a calf muscle. Okay, so we've done calf muscles before. The idea is to rise up on something very little. Okay, so for example, if I rise up on this, I'm going to squeeze my heels down and up. I'm going to squeeze my heels down and up. 3, 4, 5. Got it? Let me show you from this side. Squeeze up and all the way down. See how my calves are? All the way down. I want to bring in full stretch to my calves down. This goes all the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 5, 4, 3, 2, go. Oh, yes. So this whole muscle, you have to feel. You have to feel that kill in your whole muscle. Yeah? Great. So let's combine it with the workout which we guys will continue. Okay? You're gonna squeeze, tuck, and bring it to both the sides. Okay? Squeeze, tuck, and bring it to both the sides. Calf, we are doing 20 reps. Side movements, we are doing 20 reps. Okay? So here we go. Squeeze, tuck, and both the sides. Something like 1. Both the sides. I want this movement coming both the sides. Yeah. Once again, I'll just wear my shoes back. I wanted you to show that calf muscle move clearly. Start. 1, 2. See, there won't be a sway in your body. You'll not sway. There has to be control. Yeah. When there is a control, then there is a skill. When you are swaying, there is no muscle engagement. So we don't want any movement without any muscle engagement. Go. And these are little intensive workouts. So I'm sure you might be feeling a little thirsty. So keep sipping water. Okay? Here we go. You're going to start with the second, both the sides. So here you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, control, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, 25 is what we said. Squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here, very nice. Let's shift to the other side. Squeeze, lengthen, and breathe out. That's a very important point here. You have to keep breathing out. So anybody trying to do it under the shades and shades of sweaters, take it off. Let yourself breathe. Let yourself sweat. Okay? So get free with the movement. Don't have loads of clothes on you and then try. Because then, after 5 or 6 or 10 reps max, you feel that heat. So let it go. Breathe out. Complete those 25 reps. Yeah? We are as simple as possible. Don't Don't get into too many clothes because when we do strength and when we do mat workout, you don't sweat a lot. But this simple workout is very intensive. So here we go. To the other side. Squeeze, breathe, and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. We do it. Another set of the calf raises. I have to change bench at every position. So let me pick something else on which I can do. Calf raises. 1 second. Okay. So I'm using this stepper to rise up and get down. Breathe out. We're doing 20 of these. Squeeze up and go down. So here we go. 1, 2, take it full down and lift yourself full up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 5, 4, 3. I know it's killing. Bring it up. 2, 1. Yeah. So, do you know that calf raises just by lifting your calves? And it doesn't have to be like standing calf raises. Even if you're doing calf raises sitting, like I'm sitting and I lift my calves up and down, I initiate my lymphatic flow very well. So my whole drainage system starts running. So, if you realize that you're sitting on your chairs and tables working, typing and doing some office work, and it's been like 1-2 hours, you want to move, but your work is such that you cannot go up. What you'll do? This, a quick hack. You're sitting, let it be. You'll simply start doing your calf raises. So keep your toes on the mat and lift your heels up and up and up. Simple, but very effective way to get in some workout while you're still, sitting easy. Yeah. So we're gonna go and do the third set. So this is like an amazing warm up to what? Lunges. We're going to start with lunges after this. Okay. Third set of this, then third set of calves, and then lunges. Let's do one variation. Let's add weights with the walking lunges this time. And weights can be very small. Yeah. It's only going to bring little stability to your walking lunges. I'll start with static lunges. If you feel comfortable, then only we'll move on to the walking lunges. But still, while we're finishing off the third sets, you get your 2 water bottles ready. Ask someone to just get that. Here we go. Both the sides. Third set. Core tight. This is the side we did first. Yeah? Or that side. I think this side. Breathe out. Keep sipping water in between. If you feel, keep sipping water. the other side. Squeeze and tug. I want complete obliques for both ways. Anyone feeling lot of pull to your lower lumbar spine? Slightly bend. Yeah, slightly. See, anyways, when you're lifting, there is a slight bend in the knees coming. But still, even if that is not comfortable, further bend it. Okay, here we go. Breathe out. 4, engage and squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 25. To the other side. Squeeze up. Okay. 25. This is the last set. So give your best here. I know, puffing and puffing. But still, give your best set here. Squeeze up. Core tight. London, that's fine. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is done. Let's start with the calves. Last set, guys. Yeah, give it up. Give it up. New Year, where are you? Yes, challenge yourself. I'll just move my camera a little in. Yeah, okay. Squeeze both the sides. So, if you are doing it on the same level now, like if you're not rising up on something, you're doing it on the same level, then this will happen only, this. When you do it on a raised platform, this also happens. So you're pushing your calves down and then you're bringing your calves up. You're pushing your calves down and you're bringing your calves up. And what is the easiest way to get it in your homes? I'll get you. Stairs. We all have stairs around our houses in one or the other way. Yeah. So even if it is a building and you have staircase next to your flat, go out. Go out once in a day and finish off your 60 to 70 to 80. Because 20 calf raises might be a big deal now. But after a while, you'll realize, oh, this is cool. I can do it. Yeah. So 60, 80 calf raises every day. Feel the strength you will gain in your muscles. Yeah, you know, when we are kids, or now also, I think 40s is like new teenagers. So we all are teenagers actually. Yeah. So, you know, as a teenagers, when we play football, how many times do we twist up? How many times? A teen number of times. Did we ever have a break? Did we ever got a fracture just because we twisted our leg or we twisted our knee or we twisted our ankle? No. Then how does it start happening now that we hear that our grandmother or a grandfather was walking? The ankle got twisted and it got badly fractured. Bone density. Plus the skeletal structure, the muscular strength around your skeletal structure starts falling. And we have to build that with every muscle. It's not only about core. It's not only about shoulders, calves. Every muscle we have to target. Yeah. So bring in those little. In fact, I was saying this in another session that, you know, whenever you crave for some food, and I think we all do, right? So instead of giving into those cravings and your mood, yeah, mood is typically what we term it as. यार mood नहीं है यार, आज कुछ वो खाने का mood है, चाय बिस्किट चाय पकोड़ा हो जाए, like that वाला mood. So when you have that mood, shift it with the movement. Calf muscle kind of a movement, the side raise kind of a movement. Simple, right? And then, I would want to know that how you felt after this. Did you still wanted that cup of tea, or you were like so high on life because you gave such such a movement to your feel good hormones, you gave that push to your energy levels, and you're like, oh, let me go for a walk now, or let me go for a run now. That's the kind of energy spurt you will get. It's all there inside you. Yeah. So we have to change the mood to movement. Yeah. Great. Let's kill it. Calf muscles. Third set, last set. Then we'll move on to the lunges. Squeeze and lift up. So I can actually move the camera to my face also, but I want you to see my calves. So that's why I'm pointing it to my calves. So you're gonna not push your body up, hold on to something. This stays straight. Okay? This stays tucked in. And that's how you're gonna lift. And that's how you're gonna rise low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my God. 7. It's killer. 8. Ooh, 9. If that ooh is not coming out, means it's not activated yet. Go deeper. 8. 9. I'm cramping bad. Yes. 9. 10. Now, yes. Let it go. 3 sets both. Okay. So maybe let's start with the static stretching, static lunges, and we can do walking lunges in another set. So what is a static lunge? When you get down to lift something and you bring yourself back. That's exactly the lunge. So your feet, same, athletic stance, hip width apart. And this is how you will keep walking. And when you walk, your feet don't turn up inside. They go slightly side. And then they go slightly side. And then they go slightly side and side. This is exactly the movement. I'm not shifting the bench here because I want you to start with static ones. Okay? So again, focusing on my legs. I want you to understand the movement of the leg. Okay? See, this stance, I bring my leg far out and to the side. Not pointed in. This is pointed slightly to the side. Core tight, squeeze, and here we go. So this goes low and up. Low and up. Low and up. Got it? The movement, same. Let me show you from the side. Okay. Core tight. I know we're running out of time. So let me just show you this once, then we'll stretch. Yeah. So core tight, same. It's a stance in which we have our both the legs aligned like this, forward and back. Okay. My back movement is on the toes. Lifted, squeezed in, and here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, my shoe is coming off. It's not my feet which is it's not my feet which is being pushed back. Here, my foot is aligned straight. This one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got it? So this is the movement. Cool. Let us do it tomorrow then. Or let us give a break for this. And day after we start. Let's just stretch it out. Hold on to something and stretch. We will also leave it, but try to hold on to something and then stretch. So something like tuck the core in, hold, and then stretch back. Full. Yes. Now leave it. Balance yourself. Full. Open up. Breathe out. Yeah? To the other side. Pause. Hold. Lift. You can use something as a prop also, or you can just stretch it out. Yeah. Hold, 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 hold. Feel that pull. I know. Coming to you. Relax. Let's do the side stretch. Tap the core and stretch. If possible, get your palms down and stretch. Just lengthen and hold. And to the other side, just lengthen and hold. Hold, hold. So all these stretches, which we finish up, like as an end, are to be completely static. Hold your both the hands back. Open up your shoulders. Lengthen your spine and stretch, 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 stretch. See how far you can go. Hinging from the hips, you can further just bend your knees slight and then lock and stretch. Very good. Hold. 1, 2. Yeah, feel it in your hamstrings. Feel it in your calves. Stretch. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very nice. One last stretch. Keep your leg on any raised platform. Maybe I'll keep it here. Simple. Okay? I'm going to stretch to the side and do this. Hold it here. 1, 2. Can you feel it? Because we did it today, so I want you to stretch it nice. Obliques. 4. Stretch. Lengthen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Same to the other side. Stretch. Hold. Lengthen and hold. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very nice. Thank you so much everyone for joining. Have a great day. I'm going to see you all tonight for the meditation day. Have a super, super rocking time. And just try that hack from movement, from mood to movement. Bye. Thanks, Lata. Over to you. Have a rocking day.
Thank
care.
you so much, Meenal, for the wonderful workout session and a lot good value addition tips as well. I'm sure this has benefited all our participants and all of them will follow in the regular, workout times. So thank you so much. And all of them enjoyed. Take care, all of you. See you all in the evening meditation session. So take care. Have a good day.